Alright, so it's got the Sierra wheels, and then it's got air cylinder powered doors. Oh, pneumatics. I love it. Oh, yeah. Some of it's kind of rough, like, I don't know, that's some pretty janky stuff. We got stuff like that. Stuff like this, but flaps look pretty good. It's got mostly scale type hinging, not a crazy amount of throw, but see if we can get some more out of it. Overall, it looks pretty nicely built. All the servos are brand new in this thing. They're high techs. They're all 645s, I think. That little. All right. It's funny how the Zirolis, the gear are really far apart, and I think they make this section wider. It's definitely not scale, but it ain't bad. That's for sure. Shoo. Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. If you saw my recent community post, you saw a Corsair in the back of the car. And no, that's not this Corsair. So I was contacted by a buddy named Roger, and he hit me up, was looking to make some space in his garage for new projects. And he said, hey, I got this Ziroli Corsair. It's got a Sato radial on it. Would you be interested? I said, that sounds pretty cool. And he goes, I want to see someone fly it. It has never flown. He bought it in 2016 from the original builder, and it's never flown. So he wanted to see someone put it to good use. So I said, sure, we can do that. So he was nice enough to give it to us, and so I'm just kind of going through the model, taking a good look at everything. This is an FG84. It does have the Ray English intake mod and ignition timing ring, and apparently they also polish some of the crank stuff and change out some of the bearings inside. Anyways, pretty cool setup. I'm just kind of looking over the fuel lines and everything. Everything's in really good shape. I've never seen this type of hose, but it seems to be in good condition. Everything's zip tied. It does have all new 645s, well, mostly 645s. Well, new to 2016. I'm definitely going to be taking a good look at all that, making sure it's good to go before I decide to use them or not. I might replace them. I might just try it as is and see how it goes. It's got some really nice hardware. This is a Sierra scale tail wheel unit. Super nice. It's got the hook set up on it, which is pretty cool. All the doors are on air cylinders, which I'm not necessarily a huge fan of, just because it's just more things that can leak. But basically we have to go over the whole model, kind of take a look at all the flight control stuff. It's got fabric covered flight controls. You can see it's got a lot of surface detail, which is really cool. Stars and bars are kind of not, the one on the fuselage isn't too bad. The one on the wings are really small, so I might change that at some point. It's got some nice scale fake exhaust there. This is my prop off of the Bearcat's first motor. So it is a little bit bigger than what was on there. It had a 2412, but this is a much thinner cord and a thinner airfoil, so I'm going to try it. It should honestly work really nice with this motor. It's got a pretty detailed cockpit. This cockpit was like a blem or something. I don't know. It's not a very nice form, but it'll work for now. At some point, maybe we'll crack this open, put a pilot in there, maybe get a new canopy for it that's not so weird. Overall, the model seems built pretty nice. It's definitely what I would consider like a sports scale model. Zirolis aren't necessarily super scale to begin with, but it has some interesting things, like the flaps were apparently built separately because they're in flat sections, which is interesting. It does have Robart retracts. Like I said, it's got air cylinders. I was kind of playing with the air system, and actually most of it's holding air really nice. So I think what I'll probably do is go around and give all the hoses a fresh clip on the end to give them a good bite to the connections. Basically, I'm just going to kind of go over the whole thing, throw a receiver in it, and see how everything goes. I don't want to put anything too fancy in the airplane just yet as far as the receivers and stuff go, just because if this thing does have a bad wing warp or something fails in flight because it's been sitting for so long, I don't want to ruin a brand new $500 receiver. So I'll probably use something I got that's a non-Synapse receiver at first, see how it goes. But anyways, like I said, I'm just kind of going through it. Couple other updates. My friend Greg over at Aerospaz RC gave us this really cool build table. So Aerospaz, so they specialize in classic pattern balsa kits, but they also have a number of other things at their site. These building boards are one of them. This is a self-healing building board. Super cool. So definitely give those guys a look if you're looking to build balsa models. So check them out. All right, guys. So been doing some engine runs. Messed with the flaps. I was able to get them to at least deploy the same amount. They're still sloppy, and the design isn't really great. There's no way to fix it other than to completely rebuild them. So as a flap, I think they're going to work fine. It's not how I would have done it, but it should do the job. Anyways, this motor runs fantastic, so just doing some engine runs. Swapped out the tail wheel because I had like a super hard one that was making all kinds of noise. Done some gear swings. It holds air perfectly fine with the gear up, but it leaks with the gear down pretty bad, so I got to look into that. But essentially, I put some gas in this thing, and it fired right up. So I took some of my fuel and I added a bunch of oil to it just so I could test run it. But anyways, yeah, it doesn't seem to mind this prop too much, and this motor is essentially new and not broken in, so not doing too much wide open with it, but doing some taxiing around. I could use some more right throw on the rudder, but yeah, it's mostly there. Just got a few little things to figure out. So let me show you guys a startup, and we'll get some video of it running. All right. Pretty simple. I mean, it doesn't have a huge prop on it, but it sure sounds cool. So I did weigh it. It's 33 pounds with batteries. So that's not too bad. This motor should fly pretty nice at 33 pounds. And that's 7 to 8 pounds less than my top RC, which is the same wingspan. So should fly fantastic. Should be a really sweet flyer. So anyways, we'll get the rest of the bugs worked out of this thing, and hopefully fly it pretty soon. Hope you guys enjoyed the update on the Ring Dang Do Corsair, and we'll see you in the next one.